Hi.
Hey everyone and welcome to another Assassination Rogue Fire Mage video. Just like last time, I will offer you 3 games between 2.5 and 2.6 rating. In this video, the games I offer you are against Assassination Rogue Discipline Priest, Destruction Warlock, Restoration Druid, and the last one is against Guardian Druid, Unholy Death Knight. In this first game, we are facing the Assassination Rogue and the Discipline Priest. You have 2 ways of defeating this comp. The first one is to play very aggressively to kill the priest quickly, in the opener or shortly after. However, if the enemy team is playing well and is reacting accordingly to what you're doing, the enemy priest is not going to die. This leaves you with the second strategy that involves killing the rogue. Our plan is to open on the priest and blind the rogue as soon as he comes out. Then we have 2 possibilities. If the rogue decides to sit the blind, we're in a 2 versus 1 against the priest, we use our offensive cooldowns and he dies. If the rogue decides to trinket, we stay on the priest until kidney shot is ready, and when it is, we kidney the rogue and swap for him. They shouldn't expect it if you do not apply any dot to the rogue beforehand, so the priest will be busy healing himself because he believes he is the target, and the rogue will not use any defensive preemptively because he too believes the priest is the target. At this point we'll have the rogue in a stun, our offensive cooldowns ready, and smoke bomb if needed. A few goes and the rogue should die.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. Out of range.
This is exactly when we want to swap for the rogue. It has no trinket, kidney shot is ready, and the priest has gone away to heal up. We decided to use Vendetta and Combustion on this kidney to force major cooldowns from the priest. I will also use Evasion right after the kidney shot to avoid getting stunned without the rogue using his Shadow Step. I can trinket the stun because the rogue used blind on my mage earlier in the game, so if I trinket this, they will not be able to CC me again for a while, and I can kidney the rogue and use smoke bomb. The rogue used evasion. I have 2 stacks of Crucible of Flame for this. It also has no Cloak of Shadows, so I can use Maledict and Shadow Stepping the priest on the very end of his penance, so he cannot dispel the Maledict, cannot use Radiance, and the rogue will die. The second game is against Destruction Warlock Restoration Druid. The best strategy here is always to kill the Warlock. We open with one of our cooldowns, in this game it will be Vendetta. We get CC on the Druid, we force a trinket because we'll have too much damage on the Warlock for the Druid not to trinket, and when we get another CC later, we'll use Combustion, and it will be game over.
I need to get closer. Too far away.
When the game started, I sapped the pet so it couldn't kick nor move towards my mage. Thanks to this, my mage is able to get Blink into Dragon's Breath on the druid without the pet being able to kick the polymorph that will follow. The warlock has Vendetta on him and all my damage. He is losing his health very, very quickly, so the druid needs to trinket that polymorph to save him. We got one of our 2 required CC, we got the trinket of the druid, Now we only need to hide until we can blind and kidney, and we should win already. No more diminishing returns on blind, we can go for a blind load druid, kidney on the warlock, and since I saved Vanish earlier, I will be able to sap after the blind instead of having my mage cast a Ring of Frost, as a Ring of Frost could be interrupted. If we go to sap after this blind, the warlock should die because he cannot live too long with the mage using combustion and me doing damage on him. In this last game we were facing Guardian Druid and Unholy Death Knight. We lost to them once because we tried to CC the DK and one-shot the Druid. After this we decided to go for the DK despite the Druid Stalin protecting him, and we won every game. The idea is that we open on the DK with Vendetta and we use Combustion whenever possible, and we go through every defensive cooldown the DK uses, AMZ, AMS, and anything else. If the DK reaches my mage to use Death Strike, the mage uses Blink, or if he cannot, he uses Ice Block to deny the Death Strikes. And when the DK realizes he cannot reach the mage in time, or cannot heal off the mage because of Blink or Ice Block, and turns to me, I use Evasion, so he cannot use Death Strike on me either. And because he has no healing, he dies.
This is a day for Gold Zeros!
Recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's too far away. Still recharging.
Oopsie daisy!
Goodbye.